it would appear that Philip Schofield believes truly this. He created a monster. As ever, let me explain. Hi, good morning. Neil Sean here. How are you today? Yes, let's have a wave. Someone said to me the other day, by the way, they said, "Oh, Neil, when I'm waving to you, you can see me, can't you?" Of course I can. Of course I can see you. What a daft thing to say. I know when we're doing this outside, I have to tell you, people look at me like I should be carted away in some kind of straitjacket. As I said to you before, they look at you. I think a lot of people don't understand the digital world. You're talking to yourself, something on a stick, and you're holding it, just chatting away. But yes, for all those who are worried, can I see you when we're waving? Absolutely. 100%. Now, yes, you can have a rest now, but you still, no, you've no need to wave now. We've moved have a rest. Back as ever to your breaking story of the day. Now, the story, as I say, is unfolding over here. It's a mainly British story, but a lot of the shows are sold around the world, and a lot of the big American stars appeared on this daytime TV show this morning. Whenever they were in town, it was the number one easiest format that you could appear on. In fact, so easy is the show that our current British Prime Minister, the Right Honourable Rishi Sunak, even decided to sit down with Alison Hammond and I believe Dermot O'Leary. Not the most challenging of interviews, hence the reason he popped up on there, as you can imagine. But now back to the person in hand, because quite simply, Philip Schofield, who has now had to resign from the channel after 20 years, left the TV programme, and as we told you the other day, had no idea that he would not be hosting next week the British Soap Awards. Well, it's really gone incredibly badly wrong for him. But of course, you will notice in his statement, it's very omitting from his much loved, for a few years at least, co-star Holly Willoughby. Holly, you see, was Philip's choice after the removal, departure, axing, whichever you want to call it, of the previous co-host Fern Britton. I worked with them both alongside John Leslie when I was a showbiz reporter on This Morning, and let me just say, it was a strange atmosphere in that particular studio. I'll leave it there for now. But what is interesting is this, that Philip truly believes that he created Holly Willoughby, the blonde kids TV presenter who he decided would be the ideal choice to sit alongside him for many years. Now, things went truly wrong when she decided to go down the Gwyneth Paltrow route and wanted to become her own brand, candles, perfume, all sorts of things like that. Didn't go down well at all. Then she decided she wanted to quit the same agency as him and become independent. Went even less well down, as one can imagine. And the fallout really did start from that. But truly, Philip believed that he'd given Holly a chance, given Holly the big break into, if you like, daytime, prime time, alongside, of course, him and her co-hosting together the primetime TV show Dancing on Ice. It spectacularly fell out when they decided not to go on holiday together over the last 2 years, of course blaming the pandemic. But Holly herself, according to a very good source, and as ever, we have to say allegedly, was incredibly relieved, wanted to remove herself away from this toxic particular atmosphere. Now, I find this hard to believe that Miss Willoughby is the innocent in all of this, simply because she would have known what was going on, quite literally, behind the scenes. She even appeared in this particular individual's, Mr. Schofield's paramour, Squeeze, showreel. So how thick do you really have to be to see how close these two would become, even if that person is saying nothing's happening? You get the picture. But for now, while Philip licks his wounds and decides exactly who he's going to pin out to next, the bottom line is for ITV, according to Philip, he truly created a monster. And as with all monsters, eventually they eat you up. Right, Mr. Schofield? Neil Sean in the very heart of London.